Shalom. I'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth, peace, and salutation to the host elects. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. I am your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Okay, today's lesson is on Zechariah chapter 13, starting in verse 1, concerning these false prophets, okay? Concerning those of you that are out there that are adding your own thing into the word or taking out of the word what should be added in. Remember that too is a thing. Preaching the word and not adding in what's supposed to be added in of the word. In other words, preaching, so-called preaching the truth, but leaving some truth out. Because you got some people that that part of the cake I don't like that part of the cake. Just scrape that off. Let's get straight off into it. Zechariah chapter 13, starting verse 1. And here we go. We'll go straight off into it. In that day, there shall be a fountain open to the house of David. And what is that talking about? A fountain is this word. This word, a stream of forgiveness, a stream of mercy. It's this word, when it is administered properly to edify the spirit, to restore the spirit, and then it is a nurturing thing. But when it is used in falsehood, out of a mouth of a false prophet, then it is a devastating thing in a different way, because it's restricting someone from their opportunity to have salvation. Okay? And that's important, truly important. That's the reason why Yahweh Shai is coming back, to give us salvation and to establish the kingdom of heaven, and restore the power, okay? Place us back in the power seat, Israel, okay? And to the inhabitants of Jerusalem for sin, for the sin that we have committed, and for the uncleanliness, the different ways that we have become being here in this land of Esau is Edom. We contracted, if you will, a whole lot of different unclean ways and different things about ourselves that are not just right. They things that are not pure. And these impurities had to be burned off. That's why Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. The 2/3 shall be cut off and die, and the 1/3 is what's brought through the fire. But after being refined as silver is refined, and tried as gold is tried, and that's a process where you burn off the impurities of an individual, okay? To see if that's the precious gold, precious metal, what is that, okay, that an individual is, okay? And we had to find out. The Lord wants to know. And that's the reason why during the time of Jacob's troubles, Yahweh is going to bust up all the camps, GMS as well. Every individual man is going to have to stand by himself and show the Lord, what are you made of? You understand? Because the Lord has given each and every man a level of faith according to the measure of work that the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is expecting to receive out of that man. As to the reason why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gave that man a level of faith in the first place, to see what work he's going to do. And a lot of guys, they sit and talk a bunch of mess and hobnob back and forth on the line and stuff, but when you're by yourself, during the time of Jacob's trouble, each and every man is going to be by himself to see what you made of, to see what you got inside of you. Not what you got inside the camp, but what you got inside of you. Yahweh want to see what that level of faith is, what is coming out of that. Because when Yahweh shall get here, he says, shall he find faith? That means shall he find works? You know what I'm saying? And if a man got faith, then he got works. If he ain't got no works, then guess what? He ain't got no faith. You see what I'm saying? That's the way that go. See what I'm saying? Job chapter 9, verse 30. If I wash myself with snow water and make my hands never so clean. Verse 31. Yet shalt thou plunge me in the ditch. You see, after taking the time to cleanse oneself, No, the Lord is not going to pitch your face down in the ditch if you taking the time to what? Show your due diligence. You know, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Show your due diligence. Show that the calling of your elections is assured. You see what I'm saying? Is assured. And so this is what we want to understand about what's going on about ourselves. That's why we have to self-evaluate all the time. Self-evaluate all the time to find out where you at. Okay, don't be comfortable thinking that you got it going on because you got a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, a lot of friends, a lot of this, a lot of that. But guess what? How much of that is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is accounting towards your righteousness? How much of that is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai accounting towards your faith? How much of that is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is counting towards your works? You understand? Your works. Yet shalt thou plunge me into the ditch, and mine own clothes shall adhere me. And that word adhere means to avoid. That means clothes come right on up off them, being thrown in the ditch. You see? Naked in the ditch, face down. And that ain't cool. Psalm chapter 51, verse 2. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity. Yes, wash me thoroughly from my iniquities. Each and every one of us, see, that's the reason why the Lord said, go. When anytime he healed somebody, he said, go and sin less. Why did he say sin less? How come he didn't say, and sin no more? Because guess what? As long as you're inside that carnal physical body that you're in, you're going to sin again and again and again and again. And your thing and our thing is to what? Sin less. Sin less. You know, especially once we receive this word, you ain't supposed to be out there still doing all the carnal things that you was doing prior to the word. Once you come into this truth, a whole bunch of different things and impurities are shedded off of you. That's why we're going through this purification process. That's why we're going through this burning off of our excessive impurities, all poisons and toxins and different things off of us, because it is to make us ready for the real battle that's out there that's coming. You see, you got to get ready and cleanse me from my sin. You see. This is Psalm chapter 51, verse 7. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be worthy. I shall be whiter than snow. Whiter than snow. Okay. Those two different words right there. Whiter. It's starting to stick. Okay, this verse 2. Wash me. Hold on. No, we just got to doing that. It's Isaiah chapter 1, verse 16. Wash me, make me, wash me, wash you, make you, I don't know why I got to make me, wash you, right, see? Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Because even when the chariots was above us, when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai was bringing us up out of Egypt, the chariots was all above and all on top. We were still sinning and doing all kinds of crazy, wicked things, bestiality, all kinds of sexual orgies of all kinds, child molestation, giving the children strong drink. And that's not just literally. That's also talking concerning giving them false doctrine. You know, telling the children that here it is. What is the child doing 5 years old thinking about a sex change? What type of mess is that? Ain't no children thinking about stuff like that. It's the adults that put that stuff on them children's minds to think like that. There's no child going around thinking, I wish I had a sex change. I think I'll go to school and get a sex change today. No, And then here it is wicked for the adults to get arrested if an adult speaks out against a child going to school getting a sex change. If the parent speaks out against it, the parent is arrested. Is arrested and jailed Talking about the freedom of the child's right to choose what sexual orientation that the child. The child don't have no understanding at that age about how to properly be. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? Cease to do evil. You see, cease to do evil, wickedness. At her from doing such things. This verse 17. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. You see, seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow. You see, these are charitable works of a man on behalf of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because the will of the Lord is a charitable thing to do for others, okay? Concerning particularly for if they are someone that's serving and worshiping and calling upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you'll get better results when you're doing for someone that's actually serving and calling upon and worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, opposed to you doing something for a 2/3. What you doing going all out for a 2/3? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And so if any time that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua did anything concerning 4 or 2/3, it's because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has already put in place a measure of faith in that person, and that person is going through 2/3 situations because of the purification that are upon them that are being cleaned off. Sometimes when you see a brother going through stuff, you can't always judge him or her to be a 2/3 because they're going through what they're going through because they're being purified, they're being cleansed, they're going through the furnace of adversity. And then some people may misjudge that and think, well, Yahweh just getting on you because you're just wicked. Well, it might not be the case. That may be a hopeful elect that the Lord is pruning, okay? Pruning. We are pruned all the time. Remember, we are Yahweh's plants that He has planted. Okay, we're not our own. Okay, there's no man that is his own. That just like you got a lot of brothers that's leading the parade of videos, Hebrew Israelite videos all the time. They pumping out a video every day. But when the time come to find out, some of the brothers that you think that's going to be leading the parade of saints when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua get here? No, when Yahushua get here, some of your brothers are a terror. You look like a wheat, but you're not. You're a terror, T-A-R-R. You're a terror. And not even a wheat at all. Some brothers going to get caught up with that, and that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. When all this time they've been doing the work, and they're not even an Israelite at all. Woo! Boy. That's a hard pill to swallow for some of you brothers that think you're so perfect. Do you really do we really know who we are? Do we? Do you know who you are in the spirit? Did you check your spiritual tag? You know what I'm saying? Do we know? Do we know? This verse 18. Look. I want to take the time to remind you to press the like button. Okay, go ahead and press the like button. That helps out for the algorithms of this YouTube channel. And also, if you would please, press the subscription button. Go ahead and press the subscription button and the notification bell. And that way, you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. As always, as good shepherds of the Lord, our job is to feed the sheep. If you love me, Simon Peter, if you love me, then feed my sheep. Okay, that is one of our main duties. You see, because remember, we're going to have a hope for the elects coming in even at the 11th hour. You see, at the last hour, and they ain't gonna be done no work. Amos chapter 8, verse 11, gonna be done kicked in, and nobody's gonna be able to go out and preach the word at all, or make any videos when that time comes. The time is coming. Come now, verse 18. Come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, that means covered like a royal, like a royal garment upon us, but it's not royal. They shall be as white as snow. You see, purified. Though they be red like crimson. You see, they shall be as wool. You see, when the time comes, because it's the blood of Yahweh that covers us, the hopeful elects. It's the reason why we get out here and push this truth and be all online, making videos and all these different things, because we have the level of faith that Yahweh has given unto us to do this work rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Rightly dividing the word of truth. How do you rightly divide the word of truth? By precepts. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 through 15. By precepts. But you must do what? Study to show thyself approved. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. Eat this roll. You got to eat this roll, this word. And then Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, go out and warn our people, let our people know of their sins. Let Israel know of his transgressions. Let them know that they need to repent to the Mashiach Yahushua, turn back from their wicked ways, lest ye be destroyed. Okay? So that way our hands are cleansed. There's no blood on our hands, and there's no gall found in our mouths because of the blood of Yahweh, because of the blood of Yahushua. You see? So Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 25. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you. That's this word. And ye shall be clean. You see? Cleansed by what? The word. That's the only thing that can do any cleaning around anywhere is the word. From all your filthiness. We got filthiness in the mind. We got filthiness in the body. We got filthiness that has take hold of our spirit. We are weak. Spiritually weak, because we need to eat not only more nourishment of the word, but also stay in consistency with trying to cleanse our mind. Because Edom is always trying to keep us on the go to clutter our minds. Sometimes we got to clear out the gotcha of our minds. C-A-C-H-E. We got to clear out the gotcha of our minds. Okay? Clean that out. You know what I'm saying? But that's a bunch of garbage, a bunch of trash. It's filthiness, mental filthiness. And from all your idols. And people use other people as an idol. People use their car as an idol, their house as an idol. People use their job as an idol. People use the mess that they put together as an idol. You see? These are unclean things. Filthiness. They're filthy rags that we heaped upon ourselves and that we refuse to clean. And that's the reason why we had to go to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with all this uncleanness, so that we can have this filthiness, these iniquities removed from us. Washed clean with the word. Baptized with the word. You understand? Will I cleanse you? You see? Cleanse us. Because we are forever in need of being cleansed, because this world that we live in is a sinful, wicked world of filthiness, uncleanness. You see. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 13. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. You understand? A burdensome stone. You can't get away from that burdensome stone. You got to carry that burdensome stone everywhere you go. You see? No matter what, all that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. You see? Cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. You see? Because remember, move not thy feet swiftly to join a crowd to do mischief. Just because you got everybody agreeing on the same thing, does that make it right? Is it in accordance with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Because if not, no matter what, no matter how many of the crowd of the people there it is, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's word is the same from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. His word is never going to change. It don't matter how popular you are, and it don't matter how many votes you get, how many people press your like button, how many people subscribe to you. What matters is the will of the Lord. That's the only thing that matters. Okay? That's what matters. We go to sleep with this word. We sleep with this word. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he works within our minds while we're in our chambers and our slumbering moments. And when we awake with this word. You see? So we have to be preaching this word in truth, in its totality. and not be a false prophet. That's the reason why we had to maintain being in true vigilance of this word and be tuned in and locked into this word that we receive spiritual edification, that we maintain being a good, thriving plant for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a good, growing, thriving tree to yielding much fruit for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what it's about, you see, that being a true prophet, you see, and doing so, yielding good fruit, you see. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, you see, when that time comes, and the house of David shall be as God, you see, when the time comes upon the earth, you see, as the angel of the Lord before them, you see. Because that's what we're going to be like as we maintain pushing this word, pushing this truth in its totality, in truth, not adding on, not taking away, you see, but giving the word in its true totality as what it is to be given. That's the reason why we watch who and study who? The apostles and elders of the great millstone, you see, and the elder bishop, you know, Zachariah. We make sure that we tune in all the time. Apostle Tahar, he said years ago, some umpteen years ago, he said that, in fact, this was a few years after I had got started, years ago. And I heard him say, he said, anytime that you tune into, and Apostle Gabar, he was also saying, he was in agreement with Apostle Tahar. And Apostle Tahar said, anytime you tuning into the videos, okay, earnestly, with sincerity in your heart, and you looking to take notes, okay, in sincerity, and learn this word, that is when you are in class. That's when you are in class, in the camp, in the class, at that moment, at that time. Okay, you are a student, you are studying at that time. Okay, but if you tuning in to be a scoffer, if you tuning in to scoff and to talk mess and all this and that and stuff, you in a foul spirit, a wicked spirit, your heart is not contrite, and you a wicked thing. And you're going to be cut down, hewed down with the word. You understand? And so that's what the deal is. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 11. In that day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem, as the morning of H.I.D in the valley of Megiddon. You see, we're going to read a few more of these and close it out. Why? Because my mouth's starting to stick. John chapter 1, verse 29. The next day, John seeth Yahushua coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of God, you see, talking about Yahushua, which taketh away the sins of the world. Now, what world? Is Yahweh by Shem Yahushua coming to take the sins out of the whole world? One, he's coming to remove the sins from the world of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's what that world, John 3:16, that's what they're talking about. You bag up to John 3:14, and you see what Yahweh Shai is talking about. It's talking about an account of Moses when he was in the wilderness, and he held up the sleeping staff and said, whosoever look upon this staff and call upon the name, believe in the name, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall be saved. Okay? And to learn the story on that, you go to Numbers chapter 21, verse 4 through 10. Okay, Numbers chapter 21, verse 4 through 10, and that'll give you the whole lowdown on that John 3:14, 3:15, and 3:16. You had to take them all three together. You can't just take, is Esau is Edom. He took John 3:16 and just ran with it, right? And for the whole world. You know, that's the main thing that the Christians remember, John 3:16. But no, you got to take John 3:14, 3:15, and 3:16, you see, to wrap that all up. See, so we're going to read one more of these. close it up. This John chapter 19, verse 34. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side. And that same soldier is alive today, reincarnated back into his present day body, okay, an ancient spirit. For Yahweh shall say, all shall see his coming and his appearance when he come, even those that pierce him. You see, that's what it's talking about. Even those that pierce him. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came throughout blood and water. You see? Verse 35, and he said, and he thought, and he that saw it bear record, and his record is true. You see, and he knoweth that he saith truth, that yet might believe. You see, and that's what we do. We believe. That's the reason why we got this faith. That's the reason why we do this work in sincerity as true prophets of the Lord. Not as false prophets, but as true prophets, okay, of the Lord. So we're going to go ahead and close the video out right now. We're going to go ahead and close it out. Lord's willing, you were edified by today's lesson. If not, then I pray that you were provoked to thought to do better. And so, brothers and sisters, hold on. We ain't got long. Stay strong. Don't let go. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot. Don't let go. Hang on, and just remember, ain't nobody bad like you. That's what Electrifying Mojo would say way back years ago, back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s. Ain't nobody bad like you, and that's true. When Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua made you, he made one mode, you. That's it. In the universe, in the heavens, upon the earth, and in the depths, there is no other creature created like you. You are the only one. So go ahead and shine. Let your light shine. And don't be dim. Let your spiritual light shine. Receive this word. Receive this truth. Push this word. Push this truth to all those that you come in contact with, in your comings and in your goings, and in the highways and in the hedges and the byways. Push this truth, and on the comment boards and online. Push this truth. This is all we got to hew down the enemy is with this word. The power of this word is what we got. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. This word is what cuts down the enemy. It's a double-edged sword cutting concerning both bone, marrow, and spirit. All the different things. You know what I'm saying? It's this word. It's what we use. That's the reason why as true prophets, not as a false prophet, but as a true prophet, we give this word because we are the strong man of this word down here upon this earth. And we must give this word in true sincerity, in its totality, in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? In full all our righteousness. And so we like to give the time to give all praises and all honor to Yahweh, B'Shem, Yahushua, B'Shem, Rukakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone and taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Hopefully you were edified. If not, then ye be provoked to thought to do better. Shalom to the hopeful elects.